gentlemen, experience and integrity qualified them to play such an important role in this friendly interscholastic game. And now, ladies and gentlemen, before we introduce and welcome our visitors, the Eagles from North Central High School, we'd like to take just a moment, if you would, please, and recognize the gentleman who for the past 28 years has worked with the 8th grade basketball teams here at Archbold High School. Mr. Earl Short recently announced his retirement from the Archbold School. And we'd like to take this time to thank Earl for his dedication to all of the students, and especially the young athletes he coached. His teams have won 294 games. But more importantly, we're great representatives of the Archbold School. Thanks, Earl, and the best of luck. Now let's meet the starting lineups, and let's welcome, first of all, visitors from North Central High School, the Eagles. Starting for the Eagles, a 5'8" senior, wears number 3, Tyson Chamberlain. A 6'1" senior, wearing number 15, Andy Watterson. A 6'2" senior, wears number 20, Chris Dittler. 5'10" senior, wears number 22, Shane Weber. And a 5'11" senior, wearing number 53, Eric Smeltzer. Head coach of the North Central Eagles, Mr. Jeff Spall. And now, Bluestreak fans, let's meet the starting lineup for the Archbold Bluestreaks. First of all, before we introduce these young men, we'd like to recognize also the senior members of our Bluestreak cheerleading staff. Seniors, Chantilly Santiago and Katie Klein. These seniors have led you for the past 4 years, and we're proud of them. And now let's meet the non-starting senior members of the Bluestreak varsity. First of all, wearing number 12, senior Brock Beck. Wearing number 30, senior Derek Kruger. Wearing number 32, senior Paul Cruz. And wearing number 35, senior Mitch Garrett. And now let's see the starting lineup, Bluestreak fans. Starting for Archbold, he's a 6'5" senior. He wears number 51, Chad Nutsinger. 5'11" senior, he wears number 31, Eric Greaser. A 6' junior, wearing number 25, Jamie Dominic. A 6'2" sophomore, wearing number 23, Brian Meyer. And a 5'11" senior, wearing number 21, Eric Watson. The head coach of the Archbold Bluestreaks, Mr. Doug Cross. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we ask your cooperation. Please remaining off the floor while the play is going on. For the safety of the players and our official, we ask that you please remain seated in your seats. Also be advised, the concession stand is closed during the playing of the game.
Hospital, Westside Orthopedic Group, proud to sponsor sports in Northwest Ohio and proud to bring you top-notch sports medicine care.
Archbold completing a successful junior varsity season. Joe Frank's JV's victorious tonight, 58-33. Our two officials had some traveling to do. John Gurney comes from Mansfield. That's a pretty good jaunt. Then there's Wayne Blankenship. He's in all the way from Nordonia up in the northeast part of the state. Good thing gas prices are down a little bit.
Might have a game tomorrow night somewhere in this area, I might just thinking.
Yeah, Youngstown. All right, here we we go. Jay Dominic will jump center against Chris Fiddler. Here's the tap, controlled by Fiddler, and the Bulldogs. Chamberlain gives it up now to Andy Waterston. Waterston goes right side on the bounce. Over to Shane Weber, baseline. Waterston back to Weber on the wing to Waterston. Waterston flips over now to Smeltzer. Smeltzer on top, Fiddler around to the left side. They swing the pass over and around on top again to Waterston. Waterston right side, Fiddler on the wing. Flips a pass inside. Waterston gets loose, puts it up, no good, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, no good, and he's fouled on the play by Chad Knopfsinger, who is prone to foul trouble. Big offensive rebound there, though. 2 free throws coming up here for Andy Waterston. Good give and go that time. Little pick and roll play. Fiddler and Waterston. Andy unable to complete it with a bucket, but did get the offensive rebound. Drills the first free throw. First point of the ball game just underway. We played 32 seconds into quarter number 1. North Central finishes up tomorrow night at home against Hilltop. This is Archbold's season finale. Second toss up and good. Eagles lead at 2-0 out of the gate. Eric Greaser brings it up now for Archbold to Jade Dominic. Right wing over to Eric Watson. Watson on top. Meyer right side. Watson on the wing into the lane now, going hard to the bucket. Puts it up, rolling and good. That'll tie it at 2 apiece. Fiddler in backcourt, pressured by Watson. On top for Smeltzer. Smeltzer goes left side over to Chamberlain on the wing. Chamberlain looking in, nothing doing. Bouncing out front, Smeltzer looks at the 3, elects not to take it, gives it up instead to Waterston. Waterston on top, Smeltzer again. Goes to the foul line, cut off, flips a pass inside, little left hand. Hook put off, no good by Fiddler. Rebound tipped a couple of times in the hands of Greaser for Archbold. Greaser on top, Watson gives it up to Dominic. Dominic, one dribble, over to Greaser. Archbold sets up offensively. 2-2, we've played almost a minute and a half into the first quarter. Watson right wing now for the Bluestreaks, picked up by Waterston. Man-to-man. Left side, Greaser open on the wing from 15. It rolls, no good. Good check out, Chris Fiddler with a rebound. Fiddler races it up the floor, gives it up to Smeltzer. Left side now over to Chamberlain on the wing. Bouncing outside, Fiddler. Fiddler flips over onto the wing. Chamberlain, baseline, hard drive, going in now, putting it up, no good. Waterston, it rolls off. Watson rebound, outlet pass, Greaser. He'll stop, flip to Watson, left side, baseline over to Meyer, swings into the lane now, running one-hander up, no good, draws the foul. It's going to be called against Tyson Chamberlain, 5'8" senior for North Central. Will be a common foul. Greaser will inbound. Bounce inside. Oh, Dominic got loose. Missed the layup, though. Rebounded by Smeltzer. Smeltzer over to Fiddler. Fiddler brings it up quickly, going down on the run. Shot up, partially blocked. Rebounded by Bauer. He goes back up from 6. It may have been partially blocked. Put back up, rolling and good. This time by Shane Weber. Or Chris Fiddler, excuse me. Archbold pushes it up. North Central doing a job in the offensive glass early. Greaser with it outside. 4-2 Eagles. Inside now, a little spin move. Knopfsinger's turnaround off glass, up and good. That'll tie it at 4 apiece. Fiddler up the floor now ahead for Chamberlain, off his hand, it'll go out of bounds. Dominic will inbound to Greaser. And Eric brings it up slowly. Score not at 4 apiece. 5:13 to go, quarter 1. Chad Knopfsinger with it now. Gives up Brian Meyer. Starting a drive, foul line. Nice dish inside. Knopfsinger partially blocked. Puts it up, no good. This time they're going to call a foul, I do believe. Is it Smeltzer or Fiddler? It's on Eric Smeltzer. The 5'11" senior picks up his first. Chad Knopfsinger will shoot a couple. Chad about 54% at the foul line on the year. Burley, 6'5" senior, averaging 9.5 points a game. Free throw up and in. He's played much better over the, let's say the last 2/3 of the season. Got off to kind of a slow start this year, but rounded into form. Second one up and in. He has 4. Archbold takes their first lead at 6-4. The floor now, Fiddler with it. Pulls up in the lane, 10-foot jumper. In and out, no good. Knopfsinger high for the clearing rebound. Greaser ahead to Watson, right wing. Bounce pass inside, kicked away by Fiddler and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bluestreaks. 4:54 to go first quarter. Archbold 6, North Central 4. Greaser 2 inbound, needs help, flips it outside now for Watson. Left side over to Meyer. Meyer jumper from 18, off no good. Rebound. Knopfsinger back up and in. Knopfsinger with a size advantage on Smeltzer and taking advantage of that. Fiddler brings it up the floor. Down to the right side now over to Weber. Shane Weber bouncing to Fiddler. Fiddler top of the key to the right wing, on top now for Smeltzer. Smeltzer back to Fiddler, right side Waterston to the wing, bouncing inside now. Smeltzer pump fake, got it shot up and in inside Knopfsinger. Smeltzer did a good job using his body that time. 8-6 Archbold. Shielding off the taller Knopfsinger. Now we're going to whistle and somebody elbowing away from the ball. We'll have to wait and see what the call is. Apparently it's on Tyson Chamberlain of North Central, his second. Here's Jeremy Dennison, a 5'11 senior, reporting into the North Central lineup. He's averaging 8.2. He can fill it up, though, when he gets hot. He had a 30-point game earlier this season. Greaser inbounding, shoots it out front for Meyer. Meyer top of the circle, down low inside Greaser, over to Dominic. He'll go in for the lay-in, good. Couple crisp passes by Archbold. 10-6 Fiddler races up the floor now. He'll stop in the wing with a jumper from 17. It won't go. Rebound, Knopfsinger has it. Outlet Greaser. Archbold pushes it up. Greaser bad pass ahead, stolen by Fiddler, but he stepped on the end line. They're going to say he stepped on the end line. So Archbold will keep it. Eric Greaser, boy, he's put together a nice senior season for Archbold. Eric will inbound. Does so to Knopfsinger down low. Little turnaround 6-footer, no good. Tipped up and in by Knopfsinger. He has 8 points. North Central unable to solve him early. Fiddler with the ball outside, flips him. Smeltzer will fire a three. Bounces, no good. Ball tipped around into the corner. Now Waterston has it. To the baseline, double team there. Flips over to the wing. Now Fiddler pass inside is deflected by Watson. That hurt the fingers a little bit, I think, of Eric. Ball sails high off his hand and out of bounds. Here's freshman Andy Short into the ball game now for North Central. He can fill it up. And also Jesse Hauk, a 6'2 junior. Mitch Gehrig into the Archbold lineup. 6'4 senior. With it outside is Andy Waterston. 12-6 Archbold, 3:25 to go. Quarter number one. With the ball now, Waterston on top for Fiddler. The outstanding senior, nice pass down low. Waterston got loose, puts it up, no good, draws the foul, though, as he was able to escape. Watson draws the foul from Eric, his first team second, and Andy Waterston will go to the line to shoot two. 3:15 to go. Waterston hit his 2 free throw attempts earlier in the quarter. Let's see what Andy's able to do right here. Averaging 13.3 a ball game. 6'1 senior. Free throw on the way. Nice soft touch, up and good. Archbold 12, North Central 7. 3:15 to go. North Central will open with Hicksville in the tournament next week. Archbold will go against Tenora. Second free toss up and in. That draws the Eagles within 4. Archbold 12, North Central 8. Outside Dominic for the Bluestreaks. Backdoor pass. Meyer on the baseline. Swings into Watson for the lay-in. Good passing by Archbold that time. Watson with 4. Fiddler quickly up the other way. Mishandled the dribble for a moment. Chris picks it up inside. All alone. Waterston lays it up and good. Eric Watson having trouble staying with him apparently. And with the ball is Gehrig left side. Now it goes over to Meyer. Meyer on top for Greaser. Greaser goes left side over to Watson. Watson picked up by Short. Eric dribbles top of the key. Lob in now. Got Dominic loose. Puts it up off glass and in. Good pass. Watson to Dominic. Fiddler brings it up the floor. Now Dominic comes over to guard him. Now Fiddler is bumped out of bounds. He goes down. So does the ball. They'll rule it'll stay with North Central. Tim Krause in for the first time, replacing Eric Watson for the Bluestreaks. 16-10 Archbold. 2:29 to go. Quarter number one. Inbounding here is Jeremy Dennison on the wing. Short's jumper partially blocked now by Meyer. Rebounded by Dominic. Outlet Greaser. Cross court Meyer. Open look at a three. Let's fly. In and off. No good. Rebounded by Dennison for North Central. Fiddler ahead behind the defense. Short lays it up. No good though. Rebounded by Meyer. And we got a whistle and he's fouled on the play by Jeremy Dennison. Will be called for the block. Boy, Eagles, good transition that time, but they missed the money.
Yeah, they're 3 of 13 from the floor, getting good shots, and you know they're going to start hitting them before long. That was a nice pass, and whoever caught there just didn't get the right step and missed the easy jumper.
Yeah, real easy shot. Just would not go down. 16-10 it remains with 2:05 to go first quarter. Archbold with the ball in the lead. Greaser with it outside, picked up by Waterston. Just dribbling now. It'll work a little one-on-one, goes baseline, cut off there. Nice job by Waterston. Bounce pass over to Meyer, foul line. Jump shot on the way. It's short, no good. Rebound North Central. Fiddler races up the floor to the right side. Oh, he walked with the ball. Kind of got it hooked on his hip a little bit, and Chris will be called for the travel as Paul Cruz reports into the Archbold lineup. Brian Meyer gets a breather. Here comes Derek Kruger and Brock Beck as well. Archbold again will go 10 deep, so will North Central. Both Jeff Spaulding of the Eagles, Doug Krause of the Bluestreaks have a lot of confidence in the players coming off the bench. Derek Kruger will inbound to Brock Beck, and he'll bring it up the floor right here, picked up by Andy Waterston. Beck high post now to Gehrig. Gehrig double teamed. Flips on top to Cruz, left side over to Krause. Krause, foul line, jump shot on the way, banked it in, he'll take it. From straight on, 18-10 up the floor now. Waterston the other way down the lane, goes left side, short jumper. Dennison's got it off the mark, no good. Rebound inside Waterston over to Fiddler. Fiddler up from 7, it won't fall. Ball loose on the floor and finally picked up by Paul Cruz of Archbold. Little hot potato action there. Cruz brings it up the floor. Eagles had some opportunities. They've done a good job in the offensive glass. Just can't get anything to fall early. Outside with it is Kruger. He'll go left side to Beck. 56 seconds left. Outside Cruz has it. Right side to Kruger. Kruger, hard baseline drive, pulls up from 10. Jumper won't fall. Dennison rebounds. Outlet now over to Waterston. Eagles push it up the floor. Waterston picked up by Krause. Now goes to the wing into the court. Wide open three short. He won't get this one though. Rebound. Dennison has a whistle and we've got a foul. Chad Knopfsiger out of the Archbold lineup all of a sudden. North Central going to town on the offensive glass. And that foul on Brock Beck, his first team's third. And Jeremy Dennison will go to the line to shoot 2. Eagles 4 out of 4 at the foul line, all of them by Andy Waterston. 18-10 Archbold. Free throw on the way, drills it. Eagle substitution. Mike Slagle, a 6'3 senior, gives Andy Waterston a quick breather here with 36 seconds left in the first period. Dennison's second one up and in. Eagles stay into the game at the foul line. They have just 3 field goals. They have been ice cold. Side Brock Beck starting a drive. Right side over to Tim Krause. 29 seconds. Krause dribbling into the lane. Running one-hander on the way. Rolling and good. Good penetration by Tim that time. 20-12. Right side here short with it now. The young freshman. He had 8 3-pointers in his varsity debut against Fayette. He can light it up. Likes to be comfortable, be sitting there. Here's Fiddler one-on-one in the lane. Pulls up, runner is off balance, won't go. Rebound though. Dennison back up with 2 seconds left, and it's good as the buzzer sounds. North Central with their 7th offensive rebound. They put it back. Archbold 20, North Central 14. We'll be right back. It's out of 6 at the foul line. They also hit the offensive glass very hard.
Yeah, well, they have 7 offensive rebounds. They rebounded Archbold 12-9. They were just 4 of 18 from the floor. Archbold was 9 of 16, so that's why the Streaks have a 6-point lead.
Archbold basketball. Here's a lob down low for Knopfsiger, thrown by Cruz over his head and out of bounds. Knopfsiger back into the Archbold lineup along with Dominic and Greaser, Cruz, and Krause. Bounce pass coming now to Fiddler, to Dennison. Back now to Fiddler. Chris has it outside, goes left side now over to Slagle. Pass inside, deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Eric Greaser of Archbold. Jesse Hauk into the ball game as well with Mike Slagle. Here's the pass left side. Going over there now to Hauk. Hauk on the wing. Gives it up to Fiddler. Fiddler pass inside. Oh, threw it away. Good save by Dennison, but right into the hands of Dominic to Greaser. Greaser goes cross court to Cruz. One dribble outside, Kraus has it. Back to Cruz. Cruz on top, Greaser. North Central man-to-man. Right side pass over to Kraus. Early second quarter, Archbold leads by 6. Cruz on top, Greaser has it, starting a drive. Cut off there. See. Now Greaser goes back out, sets it up offensively once again. We got Knopfsinger at the high post. Again, Archbold being very deliberate. Right side over to Kraus. Tim comes to the high post. Nice give and go pass to Knopfsinger for the lay-in. Knopfsinger with 10 points. Bounce pass, Fiddler brings it quickly up the floor now for the Eagles. Goes right side and threw it over the head and out of bounds. Trying to get it to Andy Short, but over his head and out of bounds. So Bluestreaks with the ball, up by 8 points, 22-14, 6:38 to go first half. Greaser high post, Knopfsinger now. Knopfsinger just holding on. Goes down low, Jay Dominic inside pump fake. He'll lay it up in it. Archbold really getting inside the North Central defense, and that can't make Jeff Spaulding very happy. Bringing it up the floor on the dribble now is Jesse Hauk. Left side pass over to Dennison. Dennison looking for help, finds Fiddler out front now. Chris takes a look, going to fire. The long three is on the way and hits. Chris Fiddler's first three of the ball game. 24-17. Boy, he's got a nice soft stroke. Greaser the other way for Archbold. Gives it up to Dominic. Right side over to Kraus. Kraus picked up over there by Hauk. Outside, Cruz will fire a three. This one clangs off, no good. Whistle inside, and we're going to get a foul, and I believe it's going to go against North Central's Mike Slagle, as he and Chad Knopfsinger got tangled up. Both of them hit the deck. First on Mike, team's 5th. Brian Meyer back in, replacing Paul Cruz for Archbold. Eric Watson gives Tim Kraus a breather. Greaser will inbound for Archbold. Does so left side to Watson, into the corner to Greaser. He'll take it back outside. Archbold leads by 7, 24-17. Right side, Watson has it on the wing. Brings it to the top. Bounce pass inside. Dominic shot up. Blocked nicely. Ball loose on the floor. Rugby scrum. Tie up. Alternate possession. North Central will have it. Good block that time. Jay Dominic turned around, and I believe it was Jeremy Dennison, or was it Mike Slagle right there. A little bit of leather pie that time for Jade. At the 5:35 mark, it's 24-17 Archbold. Quarter number 2. Inbounds pass coming down to Waterston back in. Deflected away by Watson. They're going to call a foul. He and Meyer had him doubled up. The fouls on Brian Meyer. His first team's 4th. First time we've seen any real pressure from Archbold in backcourt. Dennison will inbound the ball now to Waterston. Right side over to the freshman, Andy Short. Fiddler. There's a backdoor pass deflected. Loose, picked up outside by Short. Short into the corner. Over to Waterston, bouncing to Fiddler. Outside now, Slagle. Left side to Short. Short looking inside, nothing doing. Couple of dribbles. Pass right side. Here's the jump shot from 12 feet. Up and good by Mike Slagle. 24-19. Archbold lead cut down to 5. Jay Dominic left side over to Eric Watson. 4:58 to go, quarter number 2. Watson baseline drive, pulls up short jumper, rolls no good. Rebounded by Andy Short for North Central to Jeremy Dennison to Andy Waterston. Waterston brings it up for the Eagles. Into the lane now, goes outside. Dennison will fire a 3 and he'll drill it. North Central on a run here. They've cut the Archbold lead to 2, 24-22. Greaser outside, gives it up to Dominic, around to the left side to Meyer. Meyer to Greaser. Greaser picked up by Fiddler. Eric's been quiet thus far. Left side to Watson. Watson back outside Greaser. Inside now Knopfsinger. Little turnaround 5-footer. Won't fall. Tip no good and cleared off now, and by North Central's Mike Slagle. He's fouled by Eric Watson. All of a sudden, Archbold's gone a little bit chilly blue.
2 of 6 from the floor. North Central 3 of 3 with 2 threes there to get period number 2, and we're almost half done with the period.
Tim Kraus is going to report back into the Archbold lineup. Whoop, not right away. The ball inbounded as Andy Waterston brings it up the floor. Now picked up by Eric Greaser. Right side Tim Fiddler. 2-point Archbold lead. There's a nice give and go inside. Laid up and in by Waterston. Timeout Archbold. Score all of a sudden tied up. 24 apiece. 3:59 to go first half. We'll be right back. 10-0 run here by North Central Blue after the Bluestreaks got the first 4 points of the quarter to go up by 10.
Well, as I said, they didn't shoot very well that first period, but, you know, all year they're averaging nearly 70 a game, so you know they're a better shooting team. That time they had a great give and go. Waterston with the receiving of a nice pass, had a wide open layup, and Archbold just had to take up the defense a little tighter down there.
Eric Greaser brings it up the floor. On the dribble, goes left side to Brian Meyer. Down low, Knopfsinger loose, puts it up and in. Chad Knopfsinger has 12 of Archbold's 26. 26-24, Bluestreaks by a couple. Andy Waterston to the lane now, looks back door, nothing doing. Swings over to Mike Slagle, back outside Waterston, left side. Dennison starting a drive, got away from his man, forces it up, no good, but draws the foul. Then the Archbold Bluestreaks having some defensive problems right now, and give North Central credit for that. Second foul on Chad Knopfsinger, and he'll probably have to leave. Mitch Gehrig will check back in. Jeremy Dennison on the line, where the Eagles have been 6 out of 6. All of them coming in the first quarter. Free throw up and in. The Eagles continue to knock him down at the charity stripe. Here comes Mitch Gehrig. Gehrig's been a little ill this week. He'll replace Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger sits down with 12 points and 2 fouls. Dennison, second one won't go. First miss, tipped around, loose, and deflected outside. Dennison's got it. Right side bounce, stolen away by Meyer. Meyer, right side, Krause. He's going to look at a three. He'll let fly. Off the mark, no good. Rebound cleared off now by Waterston. Waterston the other way. Coming to the middle. Flips over in the wing. Slagle down low inside. Little turnaround by Fiddler. Was wide open. Lays it up and in. North Central takes their first lead, 27-26. Meyer with it on the wing to the baseline. Cut off there. Flips outside now for Greaser. Greaser outside for Krause. Krause gives it up to Greaser. Round to the left wing. Meyer. Meyer high post. Krause has it. They'll give it back up to Greaser. North Central. Big second quarter here after they fell behind by 10. Right side Krause on the wing. Couple of dribbles, just dribbling outside, needs some help, and swings out front. Greaser. Archbold has not gotten any points from their 2 starting guards thus far. 27-26. Greaser picked up outside by Shane Weber, who's returned. Lost a handle on the dribble, and out of bounds it goes to North Central. Archbold just not getting into their offense at all. They're just dribbling out front, not really trying to get much accomplished, it appears. And I'm sure Doug Krause not real happy about that, but give North Central credit for a fine job defensively. With it out front, Waterston. Archbold going zone here, Neal. A little 1-2-2, I believe. Over now with the pass. Into the corner. Side little Slagle, little turnaround off glass, up and in. North Central having no trouble solving the Archbold defense, getting it inside at will. Left side Greaser, baseline drive. Stop there on the wing. Flips it back outside for Krause. North Central leads by 3. Krause baseline, bouncing outside for Greaser. Greaser picked up by Weber. Here's pass, deflected, stolen away. Another Archbold turnover. Other way, Dennison going to the hole. Puts it up off balance, no good. Rebounded by Gehrig for Archbold. And Gehrig nearly had his pocket picked as Dennison came up from behind, but Mitch holds on and gives it up to Greaser.
That was North Central's first miss of the period. They're 6 of 7 from the floor with 2 threes.
Archbold didn't turn it over in the first quarter. They've had back-to-back turnovers here, 3 in the quarter. Greaser with it now outside Krause, and a whistle, blocking foul against Archbold, and a 4th turnover. Illegal pick set by Brian Meyer, I believe is who they called it on. That'll be his 2nd foul. Here's Derek Kruger and Brock Beck and Paul Cruz checking back in for Archbold. Eric Smeltzer for North Central. Archbold got 4 quick points this quarter. They've had 1 bucket since. North Central's outscored them 15-6 and leads 29-26. Chris Fiddler will shoot 1-1. Chris with 7 points thus far, averaging 21.3 a game. Free throw airborne, up and in. Again, the Eagles have been deadly at the foul line. 8 out of 9 here in the first half. Fiddler closing in on 1,500 points, needs 11 tonight. Looking for number 9 right here, and he'll get it. So he's a bucket away from 1,500. 31-26, North Central by 5. Brock Beck signals the play. Again, Archbold has done very little offensively, very little ball movement here in the second quarter after getting inside often early. Now here's a pass outside and a whistle inside and a foul on Eric Smeltzer of North Central as Mitch Gehrig went down. That'll be his second foul. But only the team 6, so on the common foul, Archbold will inbound. Jesse Hauk returns, replacing Eric Smeltzer for North Central. Here's the inbounds pass. Paul Cruz had an open 3, elects not to take it. On top to Kraus. Tim driving left wing, double team, lost the ball. Boy, Archbold's just not taking good care of the basketball here over this last few minutes. 31-26, 55 seconds to go. Doug Kraus will have a few words with the troops, I'm sure, at halftime, because the Bluestreaks have been extremely sloppy here in the second quarter. Out front, Waterston picked up by Kraus. North Central may play for a last shot. We'll see. Over now to Hauk. Out front, Fiddler has it. Fiddler to Chamberlain. Chamberlain picked up by Brock Beck, who's pressuring him to Waterston. Beck off a switch has Waterston now. Unable to penetrate. 26 seconds. North Central doing an excellent job. Over to Chamberlain. Chamberlain with it. Against the double team. Bounces back outside now for Hauk. 14 seconds. North Central's gotten the job done. Right side now, let's see if they go to their offense. Weber has it, right wing. Weber better do something. 6 seconds baseline. Chamberlain with it now, double team. Forces up the jumper, no good as the buzzer sounds. The first half ends with North Central leading Archbold 31-26. A huge second quarter for the Eagles. Our halftime report brought to you by Power Supply Computers and PowerNet Internet Services, 311 Main Street in Delta. See them for all of your computer hardware, software, and local internet needs.
Power Supply Computers.
Archbold led 20-14 at the end of the first quarter, but the Eagles outscoring the Bluestreaks 17-6 in quarter number 2, dominating the boards and hitting 9 out of 10 at the foul line. 2 big keys in that first half.
That'll do it for you. Chris Fiddler had 9, Andy Waterston 8, Jeremy Dennison 8. Bluestreaks with the ball. They trailed by 5. Watson on the wing. Bounce pass inside. Can't control. It's out of bounds to North Central. Eric Smeltzer doing the inbounding. Archbold looking at full court pressure, but Waterston clears the line. Smeltzer top of the circle. Finds Fiddler on the wing. Back to Smeltzer. His 3 on the way, top of the circle, and he drills it. Eric Smeltzer has 5. 34-26, North Central by 8. Beck. Cruz holds high on the wing. Looks for somebody. Watson. Brock Beck. Archbold going with a different lineup out here. Pass inside, knocked loose. Cruz saves it. Looks for somebody. Watson in the corner. His 15-footer on the way up and in. Eric Watson with 6. Derek Kruger's getting a start here to start period number 3. Here's Waterston all the way up the middle. His one-hander up, no good, but he's fouled by Chad Knopfsinger. And Chad quickly picks up his 3rd. 34-28 at the 7:02 mark of period number 3. Andy Waterston's going to be at the line to shoot a pair. Waterston will shoot 2. North Central's at 9 out of 10 from the line the first half. Waterston free throw, bottom of the net. He has 9. 35-28, North Central by 7. Waterston second free throw, that and rims out, no good. Pulled off by Derek Kruger. Long pass down to Watson. He controls. Brock Beck to Kruger. And Kruger's going to be called for the travel. Jay Dominic coming back into the Bluestreak lineup.
Substitution for the Bluestreaks, Jay Dominic.
Chad Knopfsinger sits down. So Archbold really has a short lineup out there now. Waterston walks it up against Watson. 35-28. North Central by 7. The Eagles throw it away. Brock Beck comes up with a steal. Bounce pass, and he throws the ball away. Chris Fiddler comes up with a steal for North Central. Long pass down Waterston on the wing. Stops. Looks for somebody. Hard drive. Running one-hander. Put up no good. Short jumper. Rebound to the Bluestreaks. Weber couldn't get that in to drop. Brock Beck up for the Bluestreaks. Beck drives all the way, running one-hander up. That is a little short. Rebound again, Fiddler. Long pass down this and knocked loose and stolen again by Brock Beck. Beck flips to Watson in the corner, and he's going to be called a blocking foul. Going to be called on Andy Waterston, his first. 6:10 to go in the third. North Central by 7. Mike Slagle back into the North Central lineup. He had 2 buckets in period number 2. Eagles by 7, 35-28. Cruz in the corner. Gives to Brock Beck, back out the top of the circle to Cruz. Cruz looking inside for Jade Dominic, can't find him. Brock Beck, low post inside. Running one-hander put up by Jade, no good, but he'll go at the line and shoot a couple. Jade had 6 points in that first half for the Streaks. North Central trail at the end of the first period, 20-14, but it's been all Eagles since. Dominic at the line to shoot 2. First one up and in. (35-29), North Central by 6. Second one bounces, gets the roll, and drops in. 35-30, Eagles by 5. Waterston up slowly. Looks for somebody. Lob pass inside Fiddler. His one-hander up off the glass and in. Nice play by Chris Fiddler. Good head and shoulder move. 37-30, North Central by 7. Dominic outside, Watson on the wing. Cruz, his long 3 on the way from the top of the circle. Latin rims out, no good. Fiddler high for the rebound. Well, he's done a big job. Here's Waterston. He has it knocked loose on the floor. Still loose on the floor, and a foul is going to be called, I believe, on Brock Beck. That's his second. It'll be North Central's ball. Meyer and Greaser back in for the Bluestreaks. And Larry said there are 2 leading scorers for the Bluestreaks. They got shut out the first half, which doesn't help the old scoring column. 37-30, North Central by 7. Jeremy Dennison inbounds. Waterston top of the circle. Fiddler looks for somebody. Still looks, now Waterston. One other good thing about North Central, most of their players are interchangeable. They come outside and they go inside, and they can all play about anywhere. Dennison turns down the 3, bounce pass, knocked loose on the floor. Still loose, picked up by the Bluestreaks. Greaser out with it. He stops, fires from 16 up, no good. Brian Meyer runs down the rebound deep in the corner. Now the Bluestreaks throw it into back court. Over and back. Eric Greaser said it was hit, and it was, but it was by one of his teammates. 4:51 to go in the third. 37-30, North Central by 7. Shane Weber will do the inbounding for the Eagles. Weber on the wing. Looks for somebody. Dennison top of the circle. Nice give and go. Waterston lays it up and in. Bluestreaks turning their back a little defensively there. Watson drives, can't get inside, flips to Brian Meyer. Meyer looks to go one-on-one. His running one-hander up and in. Brian Meyer gets his first bucket. 39-32, still 7-point lead for the Eagles. Weber in the corner, out front Fiddler. Dennison. Waterston holds high, looks for somebody. Dennison turns down the 3. Waterston. He swings across the middle, running one-hander up, no good. Fiddler with an offensive rebound, puts it up and in. Nice play. Chris Fiddler has 13. 41-32. Watson all the way up off the glass and in. Archbold getting up and down the floor quick for that time. Still a 7-point North Central lead. 41-34. 3:45 to go in the third. Slagle with it outside. This one's knocked loose on the floor. Still loose on the floor. It's going to stick with North Central. Derek Kruger doing a good job getting after it. Chad Knopfslinger coming back in. We got a timeout on the floor. 3:42 to go in the third. It's North Central 41, Archbold 34, and we'll be right back.
By 7, the Eagles have hit 4 out of 6 here in the quarter. Well, the Bluestreaks have hit 3 out of 6. Tomorrow night, we'll have Pettisville Striker for you. Airtime at 7:40 with Charlie Navziger, Brian Ziegler joining us. Reports tomorrow, Eden Fayette, Kevin Stamm, Wassian Ogate with Gene Grimm, and Evergreen Patrick Henry. John Fryman will handle that report, and also Kelly Ducey on the Division III Wrestling District. At Fourth Story, the first of his 3 reports tomorrow.
Eagles by 7. They got a timeout there. Tim Krause into the Blue Streak lineup. Waterston top of the circle. Archbold trying to pick up their defensive intensity, but North Central's done about whatever they wanted. Waterston, long 3 on the way. Front of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, put up, no good. Mike Slagle got inside, and he drew the foul. Jay Dominic picked up the foul. North Central has done a big job on the offensive board. Mike Slagle, a 6'3" senior, will be shooting 2. Free throw up and in. He has 5. (42-34), North Central by 8. Second free throw, front of the rim, no good. Loose on the floor. Brian Meyer comes up with it for the Blue Streaks. North Central leads by 8. Tim Krause running one-hander, in and out, no good. And it's going to belong to North Central. One of the Blue Streaks knocked it out of bounds. Mike Slagle will do the inbounding. 3:18 to go in the third. 42-34. North Central by 8. Andy Waterston walks it up. Dennison baseline drive, lays it up and in. Nice shot, Jeremy Dennison. He hits double figures with 10. North Central with a 10-point lead. Brian Meyer inbounds all alone, laying up and in. Chad Knopfsinger got loose inside. 44-36, Eagles by 8, 2:50 to go, third period action. Dennison looks for somebody and looks for Fiddler. Fiddler breaks inside, running one-hander, up and in. Fiddler with 15. So he got 1,500 now. He's got 15, Larry. 1,500. Great career for Chris Fiddler at North Central. 10-point Eagle lead, 2.5 to go in the third. Brian Meyer, long 3. That up, no good. Rebound, Chad Knopfsinger, the Blue Streaks. Eric Grieser. Grieser to Krause. Krause loses, but Grieser gets it right back. Way outside Brian Meyer. Inside low post pass, knocked loose on the floor, picked up by Fiddler. Blue Streaks turn it over, nearing the 2-minute mark, period number 3. It's North Central by 10, 46-36. Waterston, top of the circle, to Dennison on the wing. Chamberlain holds high. Low post inside. Fiddler is running one-hander up off the glass. No good. Slagle offensive rebound up and in. Another offensive rebound. Archbold takes a timeout. 1:41 to go in the third. North Central by 12, 48-36. We'll be right back.
Why not you?
Bjorn, 42. Blue?
Actually, it's me this time, Martin. 48-36, North Central starting to pull away, and frankly, Blue, the Eagles have just outworked the Blue Streaks here all night long tonight, have built up a 12-point lead. I'm very surprised in the season finale at home for Archbold that I don't think their effort's quite as good as we've seen on many occasions.
No, it certainly isn't. Running one-hander by Grieser up, no good. Knopfsinger offensive rebound up off the glass and in. Chad Knopfsinger with 16. 48-38, North Central by 10, 1:20 to go. Blue Streaks 2-3 zone this time down. Chamberlain with it way outside. North Central did a good job holding the ball at the end of the second period. Fiddler back to Waterston to Chamberlain. The North Central players are moving all over the court. Jeff Spalding up. He's done a fine job in his career there at North Central. Dennison looks for somebody. Under a minute to go in the third. Still North Central by 10. Waterston looks for somebody. Draws a double team. Flips to Dennison. To Chamberlain. Chamberlain gets a screen. Looks for somebody. Dennison. See if North Central does get the lash. Here's a ball stolen away by Grieser. He drives all the way. Lays it up. No good. Offensive rebound. Gehrig put up. He's fouled before the shot. Eric Grieser, wide open layup, couldn't get it to drop. 30 to go in the third, 48-38, North Central by 10. Jesse Hauk and Eric Smeltzler back into the North Central lineup. Chris Fiddler's going to get a 30-second breather. Greaser looks for somebody, still looks. Meyer in the corner. He looks for somebody inside. Knopfsinger all alone on the give and go. Chad with 18, 48-40. Last shot time for North Central. Career high, Larry tells me. 16 to go in the third. Dennison looks for somebody, still looks for somebody. Smeltzer way outside with 8. Waterston beats his man on the give and go, drives all the way, lays it up and in. Nice play by the Eagles. 50-40, end of the third period. North Central by 10. We'll be back with fourth period action after this timeout.
Archbold container.
And Andy Waterston laid it in. Bluestreaks have been getting beat on that play all night long, and boy, the Eagles taking advantage of it and running it over and over again. Chris Fiddler is going to get just a little bit more of a breather here. Eagle possession, here we go. Jeremy Dennison with it. 10-point Eagle lead. Ball knocked away now. Stolen by Archbold. Krause coming down to the hole. Puts it up off glass and in, and he's fouled. Tim Krause gets the bucket, draws the foul. Will go to the line to try to complete a 3-point play. North Central's biggest lead at 12. Archbold's biggest lead was 10 early in the second quarter. Then North Central with a 10-0 lead. So Tim Krause goes to the charity stripe. Free throw is up. Nope, won't go. Rebound Chad Knopfsinger, though. Back up from 5, way off the mark. No good. Rebounded by Smeltzer for North Central. They'll give it up to Dennison. Dennison brings it up the floor. Down the lane, away from everybody to the hole. Lays it up and in. Another just a poor effort by Archbold defensively, and Dennison doing the job. Gehrig inside now. Knopfsinger had it slapped away and out of bounds off the foot of one of the Eagles. 7:23 to go. 52-42 Eagles. Greaser inbounding. Flips it outside now for Meyer. Meyer to the left wing now. Jump shot from 17. Got it. Only his 4th point. 52-44. See if Archbold can come up with some defensive stops. Dennison away from Greaser. Goes in, drive. Shot up partially blocked. Gets his own rebound up. No good. Ball loose in the corner, and it's going to go out of bounds. And a foul. It's going to go against North Central's Jesse Hauk. First on Jesse, team's 5th. So the Bluestreaks just trying to hang around and pick up their defense a little bit. Down by 8, a lot of time to go, 7:04 to play. Shane Weber. Thing is, though, Blue, it is hard to do. They're trying to turn it up now, but it's hard to just turn it on and turn it off again.
That's exactly right, and I know Archbold just have to get a little more consistent defensively.
Eric Greaser brings it up the floor now. Final game at Archbold High School. Now high post over to Gehrig. Trying to force it into Chad Knopfsinger. Steal by Greaser. Now the ball gets loose. It's picked up by Greaser. Over to Knopfsinger. Goes in, puts it up, no good, but draws the foul from Eric Smeltzer. So Chad Knopfsinger has a career high 18 points. Will go to the line to shoot 2. Burley, 6'5" senior. First and on the way, short of the mark, no good. He hit his first 2 back in the first quarter. That's his first miss at the line, where he struggled this year. But we said Chad's game's gotten better as the years progressed. Second one up, rolls, no good again. Gehrig battling for the rebound, can't come up with it. It's loose out of bounds. It'll stay with Archbold. Good effort that time by Mitch Gehrig, and that's someplace where Archbold has not been very productive tonight, is on the boards. The Eagles have done a super job there. Greaser inbounding outside to Meyer. Meyer starting a drive, lob in now up, ball deflected, picked up by Knopfsinger, back out now to Krause. Krause to Greaser, 3-pointer on the way, in and out. Rebound, Gehrig's got it, had it slapped away, loose, picked up by North Central's Jesse Hauk. Got to pull that in strong, just couldn't do it. With it outside is Smeltzer, he'll let fly from 3 and hit. Second 3 of the night for Eric Smeltzer, he has 8 points. 55-44, North Central back up by 11, so there's a bit of a turnaround right there. Down low now, Knopfsinger batted away, picks it up, lays it up and in on a good feed from Meyer. Pass up the floor. Greaser didn't see it coming. Ball got loose. Waterston down. Flips it over now. Man wide open. Laid up and in. Foul. Knopfsinger is fourth. Jesse Hauk gets the bucket. Again, the Bluestreaks get caught defensively. 5:57 to go. To the foul line, Jesse Hauk. 6'2" junior. Pushes the free throw up, no good. Rebounded by Archbold. Brian Meyer out of there with it. Eagles lead by 11, 5:52 to go. Fourth quarter. Kraus. Bounce pass now over to Greaser. Left side, Meyer. A let fly from long range is short, no good. Rebound into the hands of Fiddler. Chris brings it up on the dribble. Outside Smeltzer open again for three. This one won't go. Kicks outside. Meyer has it. Meyer coming down, running one in, way off balance with this. No good. Rebounded by Smeltzer. Just a bad shot that time by the Bluestreak sophomore. Up the floor, Fiddler gives it off now. Waterston. Smeltzer picked up by Knopfsinger. Looks at the three. They want to get Knopfsinger outside. Smeltzer. Nice pass down low. Weber inside. Cut off there by Meyer. Hauk on the wing now to Smeltzer. Smeltzer goes back door cuts. North Central's used him all night long effectively down low now. Hauk gets loose, lays it up in and off the glass and good. 59-46. Kraus outside Greaser. Back now to Garrick. Garrick starting a drive. He goes in up off glass. Rolling. No good. Just falls off, but he draws the foul. Will shoot two. I think that shot was kind of the story of the Bluestreaks night right there. Yeah.
The three. Archbold's down by 8, and he had a three 2/3 of the way down. It pops out. North Central comes down and hits a three right there. So there, instead of 5, it's 11.
Eagles up by 13 and playing impressively. 59-46 with 4:48 to go. Garrick free throw up and in. First point of the night for Garrick. Watson, Cruz, and Dominic re-enter for Archbold. Knopfsinger, Kraus, and Meyer sit down. Smeltzer leaves, as does Hauk for North Central, as Slagle and Dennison reappear. North Central's got outstanding play from their bench here tonight. Mitch Garrick's second toss. Nope. Rebound cleared out of there now by Mike Slagle. Slagle head to Andy Waterston. Waterston's done a good job taking care of the ball. Up the left side now to Slagle. Slagle bouncing into the corner. Pass going over to Shane Weber. Weber pass deflected by Greaser and out of bounds. It'll stay with North Central as Derek Kruger comes in, replacing Mitch Garrick for Archbold. 4:33 to play. North Central in command, leading 59-47. Timeout. Jeff Spalding and Eagles want to talk it over. We'll be right back. Tournament play. They too unseeded over at Defiance, and that very good Division III sectional. Right here, North Central leading Archbold. North Central unseeded as well. They're in a tough sectional with Eden and Edgerton over there. Just nothing easy this year. A lot of good basketball teams around the area blue. As we said, maybe no great teams. We'll find out down the tournament trail, but a lot of very good ones. Eden and Edgerton both having tremendous years. So is North Central.
And all they said, the BBC plus Edgerton, they're in the GMC. When they go down and beat Wayne Trace down there, you know they've got a nice team because Wayne Trace doesn't lose too many games at home.
Good basketball over in Williams County and Eden, Edgerton, North Central, certainly. Chris Fiddler with the ball outside, picked up by Eric Watson. Fiddler tonight with 15 points, has gone over 1,500 in his career. Right corner now, here's Waterston for three. Bounces off, no good. Rebounded by Watson for Archbold. Ahead to Greaser. Greaser, top of the key, right side to Watson. Back outside Greaser. Left side to Cruz. Cruz. Double dribbled the ball. He had used up his dribble, and he dribbled it again, so it'll be a double dribble with 4:01 to go. Bounce pass to Waterston. Waterston backcourt. Archbold trying to double team. Waterston does a good job. Right side to Dennison. Dennison on the wing. He needs a little bit of help now. Greaser pressuring him. Gives it up to Fiddler. North Central taking their time. Fiddler penetrates just a bit, dishes over to Dennison. I like the way North Central's been patient. They've run with the ball when they had the opportunity. Now they save it before they almost threw it away out front to Fiddler. Fiddler, top of the key, doubled up, left side, Slagle, baseline pass coming over to Waterston, bouncing into the lane. Fiddler got away from his man, but missed the bunny. Ball loose, picked up by Fiddler, laid up, no good. Cleared off now by Dominic of Archbold. He comes out of there with it, ball gets loose, picked up by Greaser. Greaser left side over to Cruz. Cruz outside Greaser. To Dominic, right side. Watson on top, Greaser, whistle inside, away from the ball, and Archbold is going to be guilty of a foul. Derek Kruger. His first team's fifth for an elbow, apparently. So Archbold with a turnover. Archbold didn't turn it over in the first quarter, but they've had a few since then. Waterston up and over the timeline. Swings over to Dennison. Dennison baseline. Over there, Slagle. Slagle inside. Waterston alone puts it up, no good. Draws the foul, though, as he was able to get good position inside that time. Brock Beck and Chad Nofsinger will check back into the Archbold lineup. Cruz and Kruger will sit. It'll be a common foul. Sixth on the Bluestreaks. 59-47 North Central. 2:56 to go. Archbold's dominated this series, winning 20 of 25 games, but it looks like the Eagles will get number 6 here tonight. But we'll see. 12-point lead. Fiddler with it now. Into the lane now. Dennison loose, puts it up, no good. Rebound right there, laid back, up and in by Slagle. Archbold just not much effort on the boards tonight, for whatever reason. It's a lob in now, ball tipped and stolen away by Mike Slagle. 61-47, 2.5 minutes to go. With it outside, Chris Fiddler. Fiddler, right side pass goes over to Jeremy Dennison. Down a wide open baseline. Waterston's 10-footer won't go. Rebound North Central. Waterston puts it back up, no good, and Archbold clears it out of there. Watson up the right side. Back out now, Brock Beck starting a drive, flips back to Watson into the lane, goes to the hole, puts it up, no good, but draws the foul. He'll shoot 2.
North Central now with 2 minutes to go in the game has 14 offensive rebounds for the game.
Seems like it might be more than that, Blue. They have dominated the boards. They're not a real big ball club, but they have out-hustled Archbold tonight on the boards. Chad Nofsinger's been pretty solid for Archbold inside, but had not a lot of help tonight as he normally gets. Free throw no good by Eric Watson, a 73% free thrower. Ryan Meyer will check back into the Blue Streak lineup here. And Jay Dominic will sit down. Eric Smeltzer coming back in. Eric Watson with 8 points in the game. Second free throw coming up here, North Central. Leading 61-47 with 2:01 to go. Eagles have dominated since trailing by 10 early in the second quarter. They've been totally in control since that point. Watson's second free throw up and in. 61-48. Bounce pass to Waterston. Waterston swings back over to Slagle against pressure to Waterston. Still in backcourt. Clears the timeline now. Bouncing into the corner. There's a pass outside. Deflected. Picked up, though, by Chris Fiddler. Fiddler over to the baseline. Shane Weber with it. He's doubled up. Pass deflected. Oh, good effort made over there by Brock Beck to save it. Can't quite get to it out of bounds. So the Eagles will keep it with 1:42 to go. There's Andy Short, 5'11" freshman, back into the North Central lineup, replacing Shane Weber. Smeltzer inbounding now to Fiddler. Fiddler to Waterston. Waterston with 13. Now to Fiddler, who leads with 15 points. Dennison has a dozen. Outside now to Smeltzer. Smeltzer driving, cut off, swings over to Slagle, into the corner to Smeltzer. 1:23 to go. Over to Fiddler. North Central's been very patient into the lane now. Loose again. Dennison, rather Waterston lays it up and in. Play's been there all night long for North Central. Outside Myers, long three, kicks out, no good. Rebound in the corner, run down by Nofsinger. He'll flip it outside, back into the lane, going hard to the hole, puts it up and in, and he's fouled. Brock Beck gets his first basket. With a minute 1 to go, it's 63-50. Fourth foul on Eric Smeltzer. Brock Beck will try to complete the three-point play with a minute 1 to go. Paul Cruz in. Chad Nofsinger will leave. He had 20 points tonight, a career high for Chad. But just not a whole lot of help for the big senior tonight. North Central has definitely outplayed Archbold here this evening. Free throw up and in. Brock Beck completes the three-point play behind the defense. Now Slagle down the floor, puts it up no good. It's fouled by Brian Meyer. So Mike Slagle, who has 9 points, that ties his season high, his career high 11 coming a year ago. Chance to tie that right here. With 57.5 seconds left. Disappointing home finale for the Bluestreaks. Eagles getting themselves prepared. They'll play Hilltop tomorrow, get ready for the tournament. Free throw, rims in and out. Nofsinger in, replacing Watson. 63-51. North Central will improve to 15-4. Archbold will finish off a fine 14-6 regular season. Second toss by the left-hander, up and in. Beck will push it up the floor, ahead to Cruz. He'll stop the fire from the wing, and the jumper off the mark, no good. Rebounded by North Central's Andy Short, and got a whistle ball tapped away and out of bounds. It'll stay with North Central. 49.8 seconds to go. Eric Smeltzer returns as Shane Weber sits down. Andy Short back in along with Jeremy Dennison as Mike Slagle leaves the floor. Boy, he did a nice job. Down the floor now again, behind the defense. Bounce pass inside Dennison, knocked away and out of bounds. Nope, got him across the arm. Foul on Brock Beck. It'll be a 1-1 for Jeremy Dennison. He's 3 of 4 at the line tonight. He's had a solid game with 12 points, as have all the Eagles. 46.5 seconds to go. North Central 64, Archbold 51. Free throw bounces no good. Nofsinger rebounds. Outlet pass to Beck. Beck up the floor, left side. Cruz into the corner now. Outside Beck. Beck right side. Greaser lets fly from long range. Hits his first bucket of the night. Three-pointer by Eric Greaser. 64-54, half a minute to go. First three for Archbold tonight. Fiddler with it in backcourt and fouled on the play by Beck. He'll shoot two in the, ninth team foul. Excuse me, it'll be a 1-1. Yeah, first three for Archbold of the entire evening.
Yeah, as I said, they just haven't gotten many. North Central playing that good a defense because Brian Meyer usually gets 5 or 6 a game, and they've done a good job on him.
Fiddler will be at the line with a 1-1. 15 tonight for Chris, a little below his average, but he's had a very solid game again. Free toss up and in. His 16th point. A lot of area coaches would be glad to see him graduate. His own coach, Jeff Spaulding, not one of them, of course. Second toss also good, 66-54. Left corner, Cruz. What was that? Put up a shot that...
Wrong side?
Yeah, wrong side of the backboard. Well, 21 seconds to go. Smeltzer. Ahead now to Fiddler. Chris mishandled momentarily, picks it up on the wing. Cross-court pass deflected, picked up by Andy Short with 8 seconds to go. Outside now to Waterston. He can just hold on to it. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's all over. North Central defeats Archbold 66-54 here tonight at Archbold High School.